All right, we're here. We're back. Let's go. It's your two boys, Austin and DJ. We are
Boy,
here
boy.
for episode 7 of the Rush Hour YGO Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's time. Oh, we getting freaky. Oh, yeah.
Whoa there.
Wait. I can't say that on air?
No, it's not past 11 p.m., bro.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. We're bringing it back. We're getting. We're getting touched. Let's go. Yeah.
Hold
Oh,
on,
wait, what?
Where'd that come from?
Wait, yo, y'all heard something? Wait, what? Hello?
Oh, man. So, DJ, Yu-Gi-Oh, what's been going on?
Oh, man, all kinds of crazy Yu-Gi-Oh stuff has been happening in the current moment. In between,
Don't say.
it's gonna act like I ain't say nothing. Can't be incriminated. That's gonna get bleeped out in the future, possibly. But we've gotten a lot of stuff between last week and this week. If you thought last week's episode was crazy, man, strap up for this one, because I ain't fucking around. I am definitely not playing with today's episode, because there's legitimately a lot. First thing that we should probably get into that is I know it's not as near and dear to my heart, but I know my man Austin was felt some type of way. I think we should preface this pod episode with just talking about the business that's going down with Tatsumi.
Oh,
And
Johnson.
yeah, and I think that's just important. Hold on, let me see. I am spelling this wrong. It's important because that is a prominent community member that is in the current moment getting his getting fucked up.
Yeah,
So
Konami really just took his balls and slammed it in the mailbox, bro.
he as someone else would put it, got his nuts stuck in the dishwasher.
I mean, I guess really brief because, yeah, really brief. I mean, there were mistakes made. He admits to that in his video. And I mean, it just seems out of nowhere. It seems very very random as well. I mean, at least he got to play in the nationals beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is community-wise, Yu-Gi-Oh's community is important to its longevity as a game.
That's for any game.
Yeah, I mean for any game, but I feel like for Yu-Gi-Oh in particular, because this game has such a high entrance fee to play, a lot of nostalgia players can't really come back, and I mean they can, but are going to have a harder time coming back to play because, like, first you have to think about cost. The cost for Yu-Gi-Oh compared to any other card game is so much more significant than like Magic the Gathering, or I mean I guess Pokemon, or I guess this isn't a card game, but Warhammer 40K with the figures and whatnot, compared to like all these other like tabletop games, in-person games with play and collect like cards or just some sort of media to collect and play in person. Yu-Gi-Oh's entrance is like significantly higher than any other game out there, and that's part because Konami's marketing scheme with Yu-Gi-Oh, with being, let's be honest, very stingy with reprints and whatnot. Just the card market and how it fluctuates with people profiting or profiteering off of bandwidth. It's really hard to get into this game, I think, compared to everything else. What it has going for it is Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking cool. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, no. As someone that's played Magic for like 5 months, I literally sat down and played Magic, and I was like, man, I'd rather be playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now.
I'd rather be playing Yu-Gi-Oh because Yu-Gi-Oh has like these amazing card concepts. It has like this super traditional system. You don't have to worry about like mana systems or any about the. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is like. I would argue that Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the simpler games to play, but just getting in is very costly, and to I guess offset that cost, you need good community members behind it. I don't think if I had good YouTubers to watch, like Cali, GG, YGO,
Yes, sir.
Johnson, like all these other guys, I wouldn't be playing this game. I would see its worth. Literally, community members highlight what's great about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean, this is for any game.
Trish right there in the comments too.
Yeah.
Represent, dog. Trip out here representing.
Rep for fucking zinning, bro. But like to a game Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's pretty hard to get into, like trying to understand hand traps and whatnot, trying to understand formats. I would argue it's fairly difficult for a new player coming in and hurting a community member that contributes so much for a leak mistake that, I mean, let's be honest, he wasn't even searching for.
Yeah, so
somebody approached him.
Just for the context for this, because I'm not sure if we mentioned this, one of the things that he mentions in this video is one that he got banned for a leak that he had really nothing to do with, and so like you just said, someone else approached him with the leaked information, and he thought, I'd just do a quick video to like, oh, look at this, but it wasn't him that went out and found the leaks. And the Konami police came by and talked to him, and Tatsumi was like, yo, I'm willing to work with you. I'll do whatever we can to get this resolved. So he's done everything right up to this point. Like, we've heard nothing about him acting a fool, saying something he wasn't supposed to. Just he's taken the right steps to upward to this point. And the second part of why he was banned was for misconduct following the finals for YCS Charlotte. And yeah. So, and what it looks like, and I have the video. I have the video up. It's not playing, but I have the video up so you can see like what's the name of it, and I also put the link for it down in the description, the various descriptions. One of the other things that he got pulled up is for harassment for the finals, and the video that they're talking about in terms of harassment was the very controversial, because we even came in here and said like, yo, that final was some bullshit, but whatever. The finals were between Jerome and our YCS champion from Charlotte. I don't remember his name. Jerome is the only one that matters, really. Hot take. But in the video, he was more so talking about like the different mistakes that were being made in that play, and how like Jerome kind of got shafted. Like Jerome's been accused for sharking, talking to the judges to for the time to go down, and just like a whole slew of things that are outside Jerome's control, because he was really like the only one paying attention, because the judges, God knows what they were doing. So Tatsumi spoke a little bit on that, and just in general, like the plays that were being done, some of the legal plays that weren't made, that weren't called out on top of that. And it's just, again, and he even mentions in the video, in this I'm banned video, that both Jerome and the other guy have commented on this video and said, yeah, in support of Tatsumi for the YCS finals. So where the Konami FBI got like misconduct or poor sportsmanship from any of that is beyond me. But again,
I mean, yes. If there was poor conduct, I mean, half of Twitter should probably be banned from.
Exactly. We shouldn't have a YCS champion that calls people the hard R, or says that, I'm gonna come find your mom. in Dueling Book, by the way. But that guy's one of our champions.
Calls people virgins in Dueling Book, bro.
Yeah, like, huh? What?
Oh, man. I mean, yeah. For longevity of the game, I mean, any game, really. It's community. But especially for this game with it's fairly difficult for people to get into this game cost-wise, time-wise. Going to, like, any of these events are not cheap either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you are devoting a good chunk of your actual life out to play and enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh. And moves like this hurt the community more than anything.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say on it.
Now, on the other side, playing devil advocacy here, I'm not pandering to Konami to give us a sponsorship, but if they wanted to give us one, you know what I mean? I'll leak some shit too. I don't care.
By Konami, bro.
I'll fucking leak everything. But like on the side of the company, they can do whatever they want. This is the same thing that we said about the ban list right before Hartford. They can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Whatever they fucking want, bro.
Because they're a company and they need to make money. So
no, let's stop.
Make their dinero.
Yeah, they can do whatever the fuck they want, man. I mean, at the
And
end of the day, it's their company. We're the ones enjoying.
yeah, and legitimately, Tatsum is just at the fault of he was just made an example of. Konami was like, yo, we ain't playing with you niggas. Don't you leak our shit, and don't you be talking about anything. Relatively. But it's more so the leaking. And mind you, right, here's the other crazy part about this Tatsum situation. The other guy that like actually showed him the video and the leaks is not banned.
Really?
Or nothing. Nothing has happened to that guy.
Yeah, it's because he has platform. I mean, it's like you said, it's just making an example. I mean, we both know a lot of situations where people are just made examples of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
was it right? Maybe not. But at the same time, it's a company at the end of the day, a multi-million-dollar company, and with how much this game by itself is worth in Japan, Konami can really just say fuck us.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't think they're already fucking us with these car prices, bro?
Hey, no, dead ass. Like, that's why we gotta get, like, reprints and all this shit. Like, Forbidden Droplet literally is getting reprinted and released on Friday. But it's an ultra rare in a set that you probably don't want. Well, I shouldn't say that you probably don't want if you're interested in Aqua stuff. You know, it's there for you.
Sharks are gonna be Sharks are showing up in the meta relatively well, and Droplet is weird in the meta because there's sometimes where it's good and there's sometimes it's not, where it's kind of bad. So in this meta in particular, what's funny about Droplets is you can actually get rid of your Mystic Mine off Droplets. So it makes it a good card. It's weird, especially like because it's like when a card finally gets reprinted, which I suspect the Source Soul stuff will get reprinted.
Yes, Moye's confirmed reprinted. There's a set whose tagline, like the name for it, is Mama, and I think it's like Majestic. I think it's Majestic Maidens. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this.
Oh, okay. I know this set.
Yeah, so that's where the Sky Striker stuff is, the Witchcrafter stuff. Hell, even the fucking Mayakashi shit is in there. So
it's so weird because, like, I don't want to say by then it will, but I feel like by the time that shit drops, there's going to be a power creep. Like, Sword Soul is going to kind of drop in down on the tier list almost.
It honestly depends because let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this this part up before we jump into anything new. So yeah, like we said, free our boy Tatsumi. Support your YGO content creators because we got the best memes. Morbin time, that was us. We did that. We bankrupted Sony twice. We did that. We did that.
Was on Twitter.
So, yeah, no, free the goons. We definitely need them and deserve to have them free and make content, because if they make content, it only makes people want to spend more money on your game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, shit. Somebody tells me I need to be buying fucking adventure package now. I'm gonna listen. More likely gonna listen to them. Like,
bro, someone told me in this call right now. The person I'm speaking to in this call right now told me to buy 3 triple tactics. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy those shits. You think I care? Fucking card is stupid and broken.
yeah.
And also, Aluber's at when it was at 30. Yeah, y'all should have bought that. It's 7 now, but like,
wait, is it actually?
Yeah, no, dead ass. It is $7.30. I last checked.
Man, that makes buying in at 30s. I look like a little punk buying in at 30.
But there is no way you would have known, especially when it spiked to $200 per Aliber.
I was getting real close to selling right there, man.
Bro, dead ass. They were like $200 per Aliber, and I was just sitting there like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, now that card in particular is sitting at $17, while I think it was just an ultra rare reprint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the secret rare is still $20, but the ultra rare for Ghost from the Past is sitting on $8 right now.
Yeah.
Or $8 to $9, and sellers can market it at whatever price they want, so it literally doesn't matter what they want to do. It also depends on the sellers, because at the same time, Fairy Tail Snow is like, its market price is $7, but people are still selling it for $10.
Yeah.
Because the card's gas. I don't.
Okay, this is off topic again, but TCG Play just recommended me an article with Nordic Adventure.
Oh yeah. I deadass was just scroll. Look, let's just scroll right through this right quick, because I also opened up this article at the same time.
Megalith Nephthys Magic Key Ritual Synchro with Scythe Lock.
Yeah. I saw that. I Bro, what is going on? Hold on.
Necros, bro.
Oh wait, no, that Magic Necros might be gas though. Hold on. Where's the? Oh, I just pulled this. Let me see these articles. Coolest rogue decks in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, June 2022. Oh man, no, I'm not signing up for your. Yeah, it's time for a Nordic Adventure.
I mean, I'm kind of with it.
I'm with it. Like, what's funny is, like, these articles are actually pretty good. Some of them are. There's some other ones that are.
With the concept. I'm with the concept. I don't know if I'm with the execution.
Fucking Megalith Nephthys Magic. Oh yeah, no, Chaos Nephthys. Yeah, that card's broken. That card is actually juiced. But it is 50 cents right now, and no one's using it except for me. But yeah, Codebreaker, Magic Key stuff. Oh man, Magic Key's great. Netcross in 2022. I miss Netcross. It's a funny deck. That's another one. It's like the only deck that I run Seal of Orichalcos in. And it's viable because you're not special summoning from the extra deck.
Bro, I'm looking at a fucking June tier list.
Uh-huh.
This list has Drytron, Dragon Link, and Rogue. Are you smoking? Nope.
Especially with Ben 10 at 2? What? Nanny?
Ben 10 at 2? Are we just gonna ignore that?
Yeah. Is this 28 per... Yeah, no, this is 28 per Ash Fire Blossom. And Diviner of the Herald is $62 per. Just, Anyway, off that tangent. Hey, we're back. Yo, what's up, guys? Speaking of things that'll probably get banned, let's talk about that OCG ban list that was just released. Hold on, I'm about to pull this up. And man, let me tell you. You know what? Let me do this right. Let me do this right. I'm about to share my screen with you so you know what's up. Hold on. Where's my man at? Oh, whoops. Yeah. That one. That's the right one. Yeah. I just want an image of our friendo. Yeah, no, this is stupid. This, by the way, this is stupid. This is very fucking busted. No, give me an HD. There we go. That's what I want. Do. And we need to... Why did this take me to this website? Alright, yeah. Salute. For the king, for the god. We having a party today. This one's for you, Hockey Fibrax! Just know we love you! Hockey Fibrax! Yeah, that's right! You tell him! Oh! Anyway, back to the actual topics at hand. So we got our ban list here for the July OCG out in Japan. This only affects Japan. This does not affect Korea. The TCG Japan and Korea. That's correct.
Thailand. It's basically
East Asia
continent. Yeah.
Right, yeah. East Asia, one of the two. So now what's important about the ban list and why I was going kind of wild on this is a lot of the times the OCG ban list does give us intel for the TCG ban list coming up. For example, months back in February, I think that was, when the OCG banned Verde Anaconda, we got that ban. Yeah, no, we got that ban in 3 months. And we were on here on the pod saying Verde Anaconda is quite literally, Verde and Hulk are some of the two best link monsters in the entire game. Yeah. Like, it's not even close. It's not. It just is. Okay, cool. That is showing the right thing. So, I definitely wanted to come here and kind of like discuss. We also have our notes from one of our other queens, Eva J. Always pulling up with the strats. That's an OG on the DD side. She's an OG DD repper. So mad love to her. But right, let's start with the Forbidden. We have Totally Awesome.
Man,
which has been, we literally just said this last week, that this card is broken and should probably be banned. For those who need a refresher on what Totally Awesome does, I'm just gonna pull up Totally Awesome right quick. And yep, Totally Awesome, which is currently unlimited in the TCG format, which I hope to God that it's not by the time we get to Power of Elements. But Totally Awesome, 2 Aqua Monsters. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can detach 1 material from this card. Either standby phase, by the way. Special summon 1 frog from the deck. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell, or trap, or monster effect, quick effect, you can send 1 Aqua Monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard to negate the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. And then you can set it to your field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 water monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So, yeah, no, Totally Awesome is definitely not balanced at all.
Nah.
I love Totally Awesome. Card's really funny. But on the opposite end of that, it's because at least like some of the strats you do is like two totally awesomes, which is totally easy to make. See what I did? Yeah. Two totally awesomes. You special summon two dupe frogs, and now you get to negate and add stuff to your hands because you negated your opponent's card and take them, and you can just take them. So like that imperm that you were getting ready to use, yeah, that shit's gone. And this is let's see. Okay, so this is once per turn, but I'm pretty sure both totally awesomes can negate. So that's yeah, no, it's stupid. And especially with literally the main deck that was running totally or frogs, that is probably the number one deck in Japan right before July is Splites. Splites have been running amok in Japan, and the only other deck that's like dealing with them really is it's Edelich. But because Splite mechanic is stupid, it's really stupid because you can just spam these monsters onto the field as long as you control a rank 2, a level 2, or a link 2 monster. And link 2s being probably some of the easiest things you can make in the game that take little to no effort, you can kind of see how that gets out of control. And why it's one of the most used decks in Japan right now. So, and all the frogs are what? They're level 2. So swap frog, into Ronin Toad, into all kinds of just stupid shit gets abused, and then you have the protection that you don't need to even have to play the adventure package for, which also got banned. It got semi-limited in Japan. Don't have to run any of that shit if you just have totally awesome, because he's just that frog. And same goes for Haup. As of right now, where I see Haup going, let me preface this with saying there's a lot of stuff in the OCG that is definitely free, and you can just do whatever you want in there. It's like the Wild West all the time. It's not really the case in the TCG as much, although in recent ban lists, Konami has sort of been homogenizing the OCG and the TCG ban lists for a long time. Because remember, a long time Verde wasn't banned. It was only limited to 1 in the OCG, along with like Fusion Destiny. I think Fusion Destiny is limited to 1 in the OCG right now. I have to check.
I believe so.
Let me check. Yeah, but like Fusion Destiny got limited to. All right, pull it up. It does not tell me on this website. It should tell me on. That's Duel Links. There we go. Fandom. Yeah, it's limited to 1 in the OCG, but also because of that limit, it also got limited in the TCG. There's something else. Well, the unbanning of Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron by itself isn't that strong, but Jet Synchron with Hauki Fibrax is
Yeah.
woo. Yeah. Anyway, so it is quite possible that Hauck does get banned, and I actually, even though we're probably two lovers of Hauki Fibrax, because that card not only is a starter, extender, and ender.
I mean, it's amazing. Like from I think the best way to play Dragon Link is Adventure Link right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'd really be as viable if Hauki got banned, because it gets out. It gets out like cards like your Rose Dragons, and it lets you extend with that. But I mean, it's the same thing with the Verde conversation. It does this for you, but at the same time, getting rid of it forces you to really look and consider other options for your lines of play, and that's where we see these actual fun cool decks like the 60 card Dragon Link deck we saw win at French Nationals. So yeah, that's kind of like the, I guess, consensus. But
bro, when the world champion of Japan or the Japanese champion is like, man, my tummy hurt because that Hulk ban, and you know it's real. And one thing that I'll say, if and when Hulk does get banned in TCG, it definitely will decrease the value in the Punk engine. But do not get me wrong, the Punk engine, you can get more creative with it. Like, I think with Hulk ban, what you might see, just my prediction, is especially if you're running Punk engine, is the rise of Dingirasu, the Orcus card, because that. let me find this gentleman, this fine robot of a card, because it's a really potent card. Because you'll still do the same strat. You normal summon Xiamen or emergency teleport into it, which, by the way, emergency teleport does everything, pays your taxes, put your kids through school, builds a moat around your house, and just man, it is just that deck. So let me pull this up. Dangerous. How do you? Why can I not spell this? I have an easier way to do this. So what you do is you normal summon the admin, emergency teleport into it, pay the cost to add one, special summon the 5, or pay the cost to add Foxy Tune, activate Foxy Tune to special summon the 5, go into Chaos Ruler does what it does, and when the 5 gets sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any Punk card from the graveyard that's not level 5. Instead of going into the admin to go right into Hulk, you can just go into Dingirasu, which on its summon, you can send any card your opponent controls to the graveyard, doesn't destroy it, so it doesn't proc stuff. And on top of that, it gives you an Omni Avoid Destruction that's not once per turn. If a card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, just detach one material from it.
Yeah.
Like, this card is potent and very strong. And you're telling me that I can just, like, build a board and have Baron and Grandmaster Shishao on the field, and I can just say, hey, if those would get destroyed, I can say no? Like, why would I not just run this? So, there's stuff like that you can run. Again, it's going to require people to get creative about what builds they're running, which is, you know, honestly, the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's literally it. Like, coming up with a fun deck concept or a good deck concept. That's literally just half of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Like, Libromancer Pendulum, like...
Yo, that gas!
It's so stupid, but it's stupid enough to where it kind of fucking works.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you think about it, the Libromancer package protects your Pendulum summon through Appaloosa, because the Rock is fucking scary, man. Dwayne got hands. The Rock. Dwayne got hands, man. So, yeah.
The Rock, which, by the way, Nibiru will probably never be banned and is a necessary part to any healthy meta. It checks a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, that card is going nowhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. Along on with the balance, that's us wrapping up our Hauki Fibrax talk right here. Another thing on the ban list that should be noted is the ban of Vanity's Emptiness. Now,
that's a big card.
Yeah, especially in the OCG, because, well, I know of at least one deck that was abusing the absolute fuck out of Vanity's Emptiness, and that was Soul Sword in the OCG. Legit, drop a Baron, drop a Shishao, drop a Vanity's Emptiness. And especially since, I'm not sure if it's released in the OCG, but there's a Floodgate Searcher running around just like, yeah, oh yeah. I'll search for any continuous trap card you want at little or no cost. And because you can special summon it off of really anything, you know, this should be banned.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if you get Scythe Lock. Oh, okay. Bringing it back to Hulk, because I just remembered after saying Scythe Lock. One of the things that I saw I shouldn't say complain, but like one of his concerns about the current meta right now is there's a lot of decks that are just turboing into Scythe Lock. Like with Hulk being able to go into like TG Wonder Mage, you can just like spam Scythe Lock, or like with Dagda being only 2 cards, and to set Scythe, all you need to do is just activate a card effect on your turn. A lot of decks are just turboing into Dagda, Hulk, and just going crazy. And your opponent's turn is turned off, unless they're running like Edelich or something. But for most decks, that's not true. So, if and when Hulk gets banned, Scythe, which probably might not get banned, there's going to be a lot less of that. Or if it still does continue, it's not going to be as consistent as it once was, because you don't have a monster that guarantees you to Scythe Lock somebody. You have to actually start to build into it a bit more than you would have previously. So that's something to consider with Scythe Locking and the ban of Hulk and all that. There's a lot of like micro minuscule changes that we might not notice at the current moment, but we have to consider that once Hulk like leaves, it's all hell breaks loose, because you have to start actually considering what it is that you're going to do with your various builds in the Yu-Gi-Ohs. But back to Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's is stupid card. I remember when this was free in the TCG. Man, I don't want to go back to those days, because you just Ophion Vanity's Emptiness lock somebody out of their fucking turn, and they just sit there like, man, balls. But Eva's down to 1. Man, Eva is still allowed in the OCG. Yeah, it's weird. But Eva's down to 1. That really only affects Drytron. Interesting card that they brought back is Spellbook of Judgment.
Yeah. Man, it kind of feels like a trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of Halki, get rid of the Toad, get rid of Vanities. But hey, there's Spellbooks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see what happens there.
Yeah. Oh, see, a lot of people are saying that the Judgment actually is not going to matter that much. Again, we have to just see how it plays out in the future. Because I remember when Halki wasn't banned. Not Halki, when fucking Spellbook of Judgment wasn't banned, especially like OG, when Spellbooks first came out, that shit was stupid. You get to just draw so many. Hold on, let me pull up Spellbook of Judgment so so I remember. It's been banned so long, I don't remember its exact effect. There we go, Spellbook of Judgment. So we got in here, currently forbidden. During the end phase of this turn, this card was activated. Add Spellbook cards from your deck to your hand, except Spellbook of Judgment equal to the number of spells activated after this card's resolution. And special summon one spellcaster whose level is less than or equal to the number of added cards to your hand. So you just get to just flood a bunch of cards into your hand. And especially with spell counters, which isn't really a mechanic that people use anymore, but they're heavy spell counter decks when Spellbook of Judgment was still allowed. And just so much just raw add to hand. There was just so much of it. Hey, you can special summon any spellcasters, and some of these spellcasters are definitely Not balanced. Not in the slightest. But here we are. Continuing on, we got finally something that we want to see in the TCG, but we have to wait. We have to play the waiting game. Branded opening has been limited to 1.
Man, that is. I'm pretty sure I've been preaching this for a very long time. You don't have to touch Aliber. The branded opening though, yeah, nah. Hit that, and then that's a big room for like that really messes with the consistency of the deck, which is so helpful.
Branded opening. Let's pull this up for the folks who do not know. Branded opening. Here we go. No, I'm not trying to buy one. I just want to read its effect. Discard 1 card, then take 1 Despia monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it in defense position. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. If a fusion monster you control will be destroyed by a card of fate, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So, like Mr. Austin so eloquently put it, don't have to ban the Aliber. Having 3 of these is stupid because you're discarding for a cost. Like you just get not for cost, but you're just discarding just because you can get the effects of tragedy. Just keep adding a bunch of cards to your hand, and you get to just go plus all the time because this card is not limited or banned in any way. So
yeah.
Not only that, we have Gen X Alley Birdman is now at 2 in the OCG. Now, for Gen X Alley Birdman is my theory for this one is this is for Flunderies actually. Because Gen X Alley Birdman, for those, it's limited right now. You can turn 1 face-up monster you control to the hand and then special summon this card from your hand, but banish it when it leaves your field. Also gains like 1500 if it was a win monster. Since with Flunders you're basically normal summoning, it gives you another bounce back, and with Apex Avion being another one being just that dude.
Yeah.
This helps out with like other ways to just bounce your win monsters back to your hand. So, we got Flendery's map also is limited to 2 with this ban list.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's another one. But we're just going to skip past over that because everyone knows how to play against Flenderies. Now, what's really crazy, and what we said day 1, literally day 1 of the podcast, this card should be limited and or banned in some way. Branded Fusion in the OCG is now limited to 2. Dose.
I mean, another consistency hit for the deck. That's a problem with Despia is like grind game inconsistency wise. It's a really tough deck to beat. Just like to the point where you even want to just main deck D-Barrier and you don't care if you're going first or second, because if you can break their board, and set D-Barrier, and just stop them from a turn, you win because you kind of like just interrupt. You just interrupt your consistency. Despia is a scary deck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it is. Like
it's over here harassing fools.
It's shit. Like we saw it in Hartford, and we've been seeing it since Charlotte, since Albion Strike has been released. I wouldn't say it's the most dominant because that's not the right term for it. It is probably the most popular, and it shows dominance because it just, once people started to figure out what they should be building when they stack the deck to 45 and just spam like lures, spam fucking mercs, and they figured out their ratios, you could really see that this deck has been potent for against most players, and they can just do really whatever they want.
Yeah,
it's not a whole lot of decks that have that sort of consistency.
And at that price too, it's a really cheap deck, considering. If you're not, I mean, yeah, it's a fairly cheap deck. You can also run the Allure version doesn't really run as many hand traps, so it's the Allure version is more of all gas, but you also have to consider Droll. That's how people kind of think is Droll is probably the best fucking card this format, honestly. Favorite just between all the combo shit.
Oh man, I love combo format. This shit's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, this is probably coming our way as well. It
Soon.
wouldn't surprise me.
That hold on, let's see. Power of Elements comes out like the first week of August.
Yeah.
So, well, I'd say the first. Yeah, the first week of August. So it stands to say like maybe around the 2nd of August is when we're getting that ban list, because for Hartford, we got the Dimension Force ban list literally that Tuesday right before Hartford. So it could come out sooner, it could come out a bit later, but around that time, that first week of August is where we should be looking for our ban lists. And hopefully this is on here. I want to pray for a little bit more time with my homie Hauk. You know, that's my man. But if he has to go, he has to go. You know, let it rip. We have the Orcus cards. Night Assailant is off the list. The Blue Cat Thunder Dragon is off the list for OCG as well. We got Lone Flyers banned off the list. Oh, this is a funny thing. This is something that the OCG got from the TCG. Is Trishula being unlimited? It's limited to 1 in the OCG. It was limited to 1 in the OCG previously, but now it's unlimited, along with Regeki, unlimited, and what is man? Do you know what the name of the the Mist Valley field spell is?
Damn, I know what it is. It gives you
Yeah, like I know what it does, but that is currently unlimited in the OCG.
Yeah, I think it's usually just set to 1. I think it Master Duel at least, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this is unlimited in the OCG. Divine Wisp of Mist Valley. Once per turn, for wind monster you control returns to the hand, you can special summon a level 4 or lower wind monster from your deck.
Yeah, I mean, it could be another one of those, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Be another route for Flunder. I mean, they're getting a little bit of a hit. These 2 cards here on the semi-limited, so I mean.
Well, the Gen X out of the Birdman is actually going up, and then the field spell is going down. So it's like a give and take. They're giving. I don't play Flunder, but you know this. I'm assuming this would help, even though their field spells at 2. That's just a free ass level 4 wind monster.
Yeah.
That's a free barrier. That's literally a free barrier. So. Well, we'll see where the deck lands in the future. Exiting this, damn it! I didn't mean. Now that I exited it, I need it again. The wind-up carrier ship is unlimited in the OCG. I saw a strat earlier this morning. I couldn't even tell you what it was, but there's a strat with Tour Guide in this card that just abuses. Oh, it's a Splight strat. So, okay, here's what you do. You Tour Guide into Tour Guide, right? Okay. To go into this wind-up carrier. Wind-up carrier Zementi. And once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Special summon 1 wind up from your hand or deck. So when you do this, you just special summon Wind Up Kitten, which is a level 2, and then you just spam Splight monsters.
Okay.
And and best part is you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. This card can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. So, smile. And your opponent can't do anything about it. Gamer. But we'll see where I'm terrified to split. If I keep it a stack with you, Mr. Austin, I am not emotionally, physically prepared for when splites hit the TCG. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm not.
no, I don't think anyone is.
Because,
If I'm being completely honest, that it's
that shit is way too potent. As a God MC once said, it just
and synergy.
yeah, it's just too much. Because again, like I have the files with all these splice cards on my PC, so I'm just gonna quickly look at one of them right quick. So it's in my power elements folder. Oh, you can see it right here. So you got like Splite Blue. If you control a level 2 or rank 2 monster, you just special summon this. If this card is special summon, you just get to add a Splite monster to your hand.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me, right, is tour guide to go into wind up Zemeni's. Zemeni special summons the level 2 cat on your turn. You bounce, and let's say you're going second. You bounce a card back to your opponent's hand, and then you can just special summon this, and then add any Splite monster you want. And you can just keep going. Alright, cool. Splite Carrot. When your opponent activates a spell, a trap card, or effect, you contribute one other level, rank, or link 2 monster to negate the activation. And if it's a rank or link 2, you can just destroy it. Bro, what? Huh? And the worst part is, off the Zemeni's, if you're done with it, you can just go into Zeus and just nuke the field.
Yeah, no. I mean, Zeus is a card.
Dude, Zeus is crazy. I don't want Zeus banned, but we gotta talk about Zeus. Zeus is kind of juiced. During your main phase, you can neither player can special summon for the rest of this turn except level, rank, or link 2 monsters. Also detach one material from your XYZ monster, and if you do, special summon one level 2 monster from your deck. Bro, what? Huh? Bro, this deck is stupid. But hey, we got Soul Stone Emergence is at 3 back in the OCG. That'll help.
Yeah. Does OCG also have Dinglong? Did they?
Oh yeah, no, Dinglong is free in the OCG. That motherfucker is running around. Go crazy, but you know, you gotta ban. You gotta ban the fucking Hulk if Daylong is free, dude. What the fuck?
Not with that. Yeah.
Let's see. Can we even look at the ban list for OCG? OCG apply. No, it just tells me the ban list for TCG. Oh yeah, and you can't forget fucking Maxi isn't banned in the OCG.
No, and it has searched it off of Splite, so that's lovely.
Yeah, just yeah. We live in a time. We do in fact live in a time. So yeah, that's it for our OCG ban list. We shall see what happens in the upcoming months. I have theories. I have a lot of theories about what we're gonna get. And if Daylong is ever freed, just know we were right, and we deserve top. Yep, that's the one. With that being said, quickly, OTS Pack 19 has been announced.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and you know we're gonna discuss it. It's out on Thursday, and I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't feeling this OTS pack, but I think there's actually a lot of interesting stuff in here that is worth, just looking at. So I am once again going to share my screen so we can do this. So right now in the OTS pack 19, we have Ultimate Rare, Fallen of Albez. Oh, I can zoom in even more. Fallen of Albez, Water Enchantress of the Temple, and Skill Drain. Thoughts?
Okay, Fallen Albaz. I don't hate the reprint. It ultra rare for it. I mean, it works. There's also other rare. I mean, it has a secret rare. I think it does have super. I'm trying to remember. So I mean, ultra rare reprint. Yeah, it has.
It makes sense, especially with considering that it's probably the most played deck right now.
Enchantress. I'm really happy with this. Kind of got sad. The rest of the package isn't here, but we'll take Enchantress even though it's like the cheaper of the cards. And Skill Drain. I'll take that as well. I think Skill Drain's still a really good card to have.
Skill Drain is still at $30, even with the reprint and the hidden arsenal shit.
Well, we'll just have to see what it comes to, but I don't hate it. And then I mean the commons, you got some fun cards over there. You got your
Oh, bro, let me tell you about these commons right here. First off, Fairy Tale Snow and the Strudel both being reprinted hurt me emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
As we both bought them as soon as I didn't buy a Snow as soon as it came off the list, but I definitely bought the Strudel as soon as it came off the list. I was heartbroken, shattered to pieces. I just spent $10 on this fucking Fairy Tale Snow. Damn you, Konami!
It happens, but
it does, but it's still a good card to have. Like,
yeah,
Tail Snow. Let me say this. I'm not sure why they brought it back, but I'm glad they did because Tail Snow is fucking broken. The fact that you can activate its effect and then keep chaining its effect, so if it would be negated, you can just be like, haha, smile. No, it's not. That's funny. Just a disruption of setting a card face down. People don't think about, like, setting a card face down stops synchro summoning, stops XZ summoning, and it stops link summoning.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't stop is fusion summoning and like tribute summoning, but that's a potent effect that you can just that you can get out, and it's a common. Along with Red Reboot, there's a lot of people out there that are like Red Reboot, it's too busted, but it's a common now.
Yeah, I mean Red Reboot. There's a lot of decks that just a good deck in this meta right now has like raw card draw.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes like seeing your chances at seeing red reboot are really strong, like with some of these decks in the meta. So
Well, we talked about Albez, definitely one.
Yeah.
Sky Strikers, Sky Strikers is meta now. We like whether we want to or not. It's
I also like seeing the Pendulum reprints. I hope we see more Pendulum. These Pendulum cards will bankrupt them a person, man. Like,
I know you can say it, it'll bankrupt a motherfucker.
No, it will bankrupt a motherfucker. Like, super rare monkey boards are still like $10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we desperately need Pendulum reprints.
You know what I love?
Like, these cards haven't been touched.
I love that Gores is a common in this pack.
I know,
bro. Like, cause you played with Gores was like one of the most busted cards in the game. Bro. Gores was that man.
On the playground, you had that.
On the playground, you get hit with a blue eyes white dragon. And it's like, yo, guess what, gamer? I have now Gores.
Gores.
Oh, bro. I love Gores. Gores has a special place in my heart because this card, it's just one of those funny playground cards.
Yeah.
That it just did what it did. Interesting enough, I actually have a hot take about the super rares. Trap Eater, I think is honestly a fantastic reprint in the super rare, because and I know there's a lot of people that are trashing the OTS Pack 19, but I'm excited for this one because especially when we're shifting a lot more to floodgates, like floodgates and just side decking in like game 2, game 3. Trap Eater gets you to a lot of shit, man. It like they activate that Gozen match at the start of your turn. If you have a Trap Eater, you're just like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
You're just like, no.
Right, and especially like I wouldn't suggest this for all you D-Link players out there, but like if you're running Chaos Space, Trap Eater is searchable now. All you'd have to do is just discard a light monster because you can't normal summon or special summon it.
That's true, but
nah. Again, I wouldn't suggest that for like D-Link and all that, but again, that's just another option for you. And since Hulk isn't banned yet, that's a free Hulk Firebreaks right there that you really don't have to work for. And it gets rid of the control that your opponent might have. Like that's a slap in the face. I like Caius the Shadow Monarch. That's my favorite Monarch in the game. That's my boy. Love that man to death. DD Birthmont. In the DD deck, I honestly think it's very underrated because you can Birthmont lets you just augment levels to whatever you augment another monster's level to whatever you want. So if you got like Flame Genghis and you already used its effect, and then you can just augment another monster's level into a 6 and then overlay into High Wave King Caesar. So if your opponent activates any card or any effect really that special summons a monster, you can just negate it.
Yeah.
So Birthmont being and Birthmont is pretty expensive. I think when I got mine it was about like $8, something like that. Because it's only been reprinted I think once. So that's another good reprint. Jane is another card. DD Jane d'Art. It's common. It's fairly cheap, but most of it is common, so there's no real fancy looking Jane. And Jane's great.
Rarity bump. So
yeah, rarity bump. Forbidden Chalice. Chalice is gas.
That is a big one. Chalice is a really good card. Time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, it's pretty expensive even for commons. I think I paid $5 for common copies still. So seeing it at a super rare is very nice.
Yeah, it's a gas card. You give monster 400 attack points, but you just get to negate it as a quick effect.
Yeah,
very viable and very useful to say the least. Yeah. So also Performer Pal Odd Eyes Diffuser.
Yes.
Yeah. It's another good card. I actually was thinking about playing this in a there's a version of Predaplant where it's Pendulum Plant Fusion, and in the deck you'd run Odd Eyes Diffuser with some other stuff, but Odd Eyes Diffuser again, it's a good card that you'd love to see reprinted. And these two mysteries are 2 tokens. It's a slime token and a mass token. I would pull that up, but there's other things. I have a conspiracy theory ready and waiting. Oh, and
I mean, part of mine is that they didn't want Sword Soul or they didn't want a Sword Soul or Brave token because of what just happened with when they banned. They banned Andre Torres for. I saw this a while back and I didn't think anything of it. He had a Sword Soul token, and he would apparently this is apparent.
This is all allegations. We don't know any yet. There's a rumor.
I haven't looked too deep into it, but he'd show off a Sword Soul token, kind of just have it on the side to kind of play mind games. And to get him to think he was playing Sword Soul. And I saw this initially, and somebody was like, he could get banned for this. And then that's why people are saying he got banned. I'm like, man.
If that's the reason why you got banned, A, you deserve it, and B, that's funny.
I'm saying it's funny more than anything. I don't really feel any way about it in particular, but yeah, that's apparently why we might have these two tokens that aren't Sword Soul or Brave.
That could be a possibility
for competitive reasons, but who knows?
I mean, if anything, if they really care about for like comp reasons, they can just say, even though like it doesn't make sense on paper, like why would you print them if you don't want them to be used in competitive? But you know, Konami can easily say, yeah, like yo, the adventure or the Sword Soul token are banned for the time being in competitive play. That's like a soft way to deal with people like, haha, flashing my Sword Soul token. You think about what I'm playing, and then you know, do whatever. Like it's part of the mind games, of just like this card game, but at the same time, it's you cheese your opponent out. Like if you thought if you got your opponent to believe that you're playing Sword Soul and you're playing a completely different deck, it's no fault to them. There's no way they would have known until they actually played the game. But you kind of cheesed out a win, and whether you think that that's haha funny or you know you deserve it, it's up in the air. So that's one thing.
I don't have feelings towards it, but
yeah. So here's my other conspiracy theory. We have Hercules Beetle here and Kuwagata Alpha, which are both two materials to make the Ultimate Hercules Beetle, which is a super rare in OTS Pack 18. Now,
I see where you're going with this.
Now, the only reason...
I see exactly where you're going with this.
Hey, yo, shut your ass up. Yo, shut up. Yo, shut your ass up. What you do, Ludy?
Oh, man.
And that is the Ultimate Beetle is one of the most common cards in one deck. There's only one deck that plays that card.
Uh-huh. And
it's, of course, you don't know them, you still don't love them because they're still a bit underpowered. The B Trooper deck. Whee! If I had the burn, I'd play it. I'd play the burn. Now, my conspiracy theory about both of these cards. First off, I think Konami, me personally, I talked to no one about this. I might have floated the idea to Austin, but this is me from my brain looking at what's these cards that are coming out.
Okay.
I think Konami is slowly trying to power creep B Trooper to be in a viable rogue deck category. Just against just a lot of these meta decks. Now, the reason why I say that is, first off, one thing that holds B Trooper back is it is an insect deck, and historically speaking, insect decks aren't really that great. You got a few outliers, like the contact cards. We all know about Maxi, or I shouldn't say not the contact card. The C cards, we all know about, like Maxi, Contact C, Retaliating C, all strong cards. But with them like really leaning into this this B Trooper meta, especially like in what I've been testing recently with like what is this? This is like Gachi Ballpark or what? Hold on, let me just find this card specifically, just so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Where is it? There we go. Troop Star. So especially with Giant Ballpark, the Insect Field Spell, where if you would take if any player would take battle damage, you can just dump a level 4 lower insect monster. They don't take damage, or they don't take damage. That in combination with cards like Gookie Pole. Gookie Pole, by the way, this card is fucking stupid. If this card is sent to the graveyard, doesn't matter if it's equipped or in your hand or whatever. If it's just sent to the graveyard, you can add any level 4 insect to your hand that lets you just search Resonant Insects, lets you search Retaliating C, lets you insert Dragon Bite. Again, another card that, in my conspiracy theory, they added specifically for Beat Trooper so that they have more routes than just Link Summoning. Although Link Summoning is like their main form of building advantage and all that. But like Gugipo, Resonant Insect, you can even search the Worm Warriors, all that, and they're trying to build Beat Trooper to be this really control heavy deck that it's still missing some components to just be viable.
Yeah,
so
like a strong monster for an end board. I think that's literally just it. I mean, not to say like what it has already isn't, but I'd be real. I think the deck just needs like some sort of big monster negate or omni negate.
Yeah, like
something along those lines.
Yeah, no, that'd be great too. But even the boss monster that it has, because it has a couple.
Yeah,
with like
has boss monsters.
Like with Invincible Atlas and fucking Ultimate Beat Trooper Absolute Hercules. Hercules is a harder card to bring out. That's why I really only play one of the Beat Trooper fusion cards. But with like Beat Trooper Landing, this lets you fusion summon any insect monster. So reprinting materials that would help, along with actually using the normal monsters with Giant Ballpark. You can get some funny shit out, and especially with running like Rivalry of the Warlords. There's a hand trap that basically makes any monster on the field an insect. That in combination with Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, you can just get rid of your opponent's problematic monster, and then you just get a free monster from it. So, again, there's a lot of things that this deck can do. It just needs help in certain areas to make it more viable, and that's why. Hell, there's even a new insect archetype that got announced a few months back. That would probably also help because it adds to the control aspect of this deck. So let me see if I can quickly find this. Is there a way for me to is it in the beta? Activate. Let's see. Alright, it's not here in the beta, but we'll figure that out later. But yeah, they're trying to make Beat Trooper a lot better. I think Beat Trooper with Small World and like triple tactics and all that, you're kind of forced to, you need to use them just for consistency's sake, because your main monster is Scout Buggy. You can't get that, you really can't. You can't start shit up. You can't get it started in here. So any help that we fellow Beat Troopers get, I'm willing to take it. So
it's not like Beat Trooper is even that bad. It's
really not.
Top events before it just
needs an extra bump.
Yeah.
Especially since it just needs more bump, and this is like the same thing that I say about like Sword Soul and just like the worm archetype in general. It just needs a few more bodies that are just a lot more viable to play. Because if you play Scout Buggy, even if you have a tuner on the field, you're locked into insect monsters as long as that Scout Buggy is up on the field. So that's another thing that you have to consider, is that there are ways that you can lock yourself into stuff. And with just a fleshed out archetype, it makes things a lot easier and a lot more viable for those who are inclined to play Beat Troopers more. So
yeah,
we love to see it. Oh, Heroic Champions, legit. A bunch of new Heroic support just came out in Dimension Force, so that's why they and Sim for that, as a matter of fact. So that's why they tossed them in there for all of you Heroic Champion players out there. Night Assailant. I'm not sure why they put Night Assailant in here, but hey, we'll take it. Same goes for the Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard. New support got printed in Dimension Force. They're trying to, like, for people who want to build that, there you go. I know that's, again,
have fun.
Yeah, just have fun. Sometimes when you go to locals, you don't want to. Well, you always want to win, but sometimes you just show up to have fun with a fun deck.
Show up with something really stupid.
And if it works,
It works.
So, that's it for OTS packs right now. I'm gonna let my man lead the way on this next topic, which is drumroll, please. Master Duel.
Oh yes, Master Duel. Okay, okay, gamers. Limit 1 is here. We finally have something that's not a fucking festival for one card type, which is nice. And we have something a little weird with Limit 1, where you can literally just only run one copy of a card in your deck at all times. So, a lot of interesting lists have come out, but what's most notable is the ban list that they put forth for this.
That is true. Everyone's
oh, what are you saying?
no, I say everyone's been going crazy with this ban list.
Oh yeah, but we're finally getting rid of those problem cards that would run festivals, like skill drains in your boy Dynamite Knight, the Draco fighter.
Oh yeah, woo!
And True King of all calamities. Fuck that card. But they also did a little more, and by a little more, we mean they're banning cards like Fusion Destiny. DP is still unbanned, so you can still run DP, but Fusion Destiny is banned. And they're banning generic cards like Halqifibrax, Predaplant Verde, as well. So that line is shut off for a lot of decks. And you're like, okay, Halqifibrax is shut down, Predaplant Verde Anaconda shut down. Let's just fucking warrior spam. Nope. Zolde Two Tails of the Noble Knights is banned as well.
Let's go.
So can't warrior spam. In alternative, I'm really excited for this event. I'll actually maybe invest some gems in building a deck for it. I have no clue what a good deck's gonna look like for this. It's still gonna have a lot of hand traps and shit.
Oh, you know what deck's gonna be crazy for, or what card's gonna be crazy for that? It's one card known as Orbital Lander, because you can only play one of every card, and you will literally have no duplicates in your graveyard.
No, that's true.
So you legit have a quick effect on both turns that destroys cards on the field, and the only cost is milling the top two cards of your deck. So
Yeah, I mean, go stupid, go crazy with it. I might pull out some pendulum shenanigans, or maybe I think D-Link wouldn't be that bad either. Just go full rocket. Would be pretty fun. The preview decks already kind of lean into D-Link a little bit, or at least a rocket deck.
Oh, is Rocket Deck one of the preview decks?
Loners, yeah.
Oh.
Rocket's one of the loners with. We got Agents next.
Oh, bro, Agents! I love Agents.
Yeah, and then weird enough, there's a Reptile deck for the last loner deck. I don't know how the Reptile deck's gonna do, but every other one, each one of these, I'd be interested to see, or at least try.
Well, it depends on with the. Let me see this. I'm just gonna pull this up right quick. Limit 1 Festival. Oh, there's like Festival Best Deck List, Limit 1 Despia, Limit 1 Orcus, D-Link, Pendulum, Utope. Oh, Limit 1 DDD.
So I mean, there's options this event, and options are always great. What else? Oh yeah, Master Duel has a new FTK.
Of course.
You thought fucking Trap Trick and DD Bomb was a problem? Nope. And this is all because of Halqifibrax as well. I just saw this morning through Team Samurai. Legit fucking Cupid. What was this?
Cupid Pitch?
Cupid Pitch, yeah.
Cupid. There's FTK with Cupid Pitch. I'm pretty sure I saw something like this when the Cupid Pitch first came out. Your first turn, you're literally just abusing fucking Phantom Beast cards and dealing burn damage with your summons. And there's a point where you pull out Black Garden through the synchro card. What's her fucking deck card called?
Oh, this is a reptilian deck.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, through Garden Rose Maiden, you pull out Black Garden, you summon a whole bunch of tokens to their side of the field. And then guess you want to know what you do next, DJ?
What do you do next?
You summon Time Wizard of Tomorrow.
Oh.
And activate its effect.
Oh man.
You want go ahead and look up what Time Wizard of Tomorrow
I'm
is.
looking it up right now. Time Wizard of Tomorrow. Level 5 spellcaster. Time Wizard plus 1 effect monster once per turn while you control disputes and summon card. Toss a coin, call it, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict damage equal to half the original attacks of the destroyed face-up monsters. Call the coin toss right, your opponent takes the damage. If you called it wrong, you take the damage.
Yep, but what if I tell you that coin toss
Yeah.
doesn't really matter?
It doesn't now.
No.
How can that be?
Because there's a card you could search out called Speed Burst Dragon.
Oh, hold on. Let me look up Speed Burst Dragon. Oh man. Looking at Speed Burst. When you take damage, except there's a damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, then inflict damage then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took, and if you do, gain life points equal to half the damage you inflicted.
Yep. So it literally doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. The coin toss doesn't matter because you have Speed Burst. And this is all started off Hauki Fiber X. Our boy Needle Fiber.
Hey, yo, Hauki Fiber X gotta get banned. Ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way.
Yeah, no. This shit is stupid, but
Put that boy in the ground. He's done enough. We don't have a Rorodon anymore because of him.
that is the state of Master Duel right now. Sword Soul spam is still fucking will still get you to platinum now. Yeah, it's platinum now. Nice. Sword Soul spam will still get you there. Phantom Knights are a deck that has hands with DPE and Scythe-Lock. Man.
Bro, oh my god. Isn't the adventure package in
No.
fucking? It's not?
Not yet.
Okay, it's not yet.
Yet is the word there. Yet. This we need something new for Master Duel, man.
Bro, we need an actual ban list. Whatever the fuck they banned before was not it.
I mean, it was consistency bans. I would more
I mean,
or less
yeah, but like, did it really do anything? Did it?
We have Sword Soul now.
Yeah, no, Sword Soul's fine. I think Sword Soul. Well, yeah, no, Sword Soul's fine. They shouldn't touch that. But yeah, man, getting DD dynamited. Oh boy, I really care about that over getting Maxi 3 times in a fucking row.
Yeah, I think a lot of these problems would. We tried it for a while, but I think the Maxi ban needs to happen. If I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, no.
Because at this point, you're legitimately running. Let's see, you're running like 3 Ash.
3 Ashes.
2 Called By.
Sometimes
Sometimes you're even running like 3 Crossout Designators. all just to say fuck you to Maxi. Like, it's I get it. It shuts down plays, but man,
that
for
shit
a
is
best of
not
one-
fun.
for a best of one format, I don't want to be sitting in a game much longer than I have to. You know?
Yeah. Especially if you go first and they're like, aha, Maxi, before you even do anything, you just fucking sit there and you just say, okay, pass, I guess.
Honestly,
Set one pass.
They Maxi just scoop. Like that's just what you do half the time. Today's also the last, as of recording, today's the last day of the dual pass.
Oh, bro, I wasted 600 gems on that shit.
Yeah, I did too, but I'm leaving my dual pass unfinished at 69, so
Nice.
nice. I got the big chunk of the awards that I wanted.
Mhm.
Awards I wanted, at least. I don't really give a shit about it.
Hey, but don't worry. Next dual pass, you can get a Shard of Greed pet, I think.
No, that's the reward for the Limit 1 festival.
Oh, is it the? Oh, well, never mind. I
Yeah.
lied. I'm a liar.
I would have been so upset if it was, because we just got the fucking pot of greed pet. You're telling me I get a shitty little brother Shard of Greed? Really?
Yeah, Shard of Greed. Woo!
Oh man, but
Shard of these nuts.
yeah. But yeah, Master Duel's kind of just in a weird stand. We need a more ambitious or aggressive ban list, honestly. That is what will fix this game. I want this game to do well.
Yes, we all do.
I do.
Again,
This
this
is-
game can make mad money, and I'm sure it's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
However,
Fucking scarce these gyms are, bro.
yeah, no, it's fucking. However, there's just, I think more so for Master Duel, there's just so much unbalanced shit
Yeah.
that it just makes it unfun to play.
And like, I wish they would open up features like if you're doing like duels friends or something, you can make like your own ban list or some shit like that, or you can run with cards you don't have already, so you can like active for. There's like a whole bunch of like small features could make this game great and fun to play on like a daily basis.
Yeah, like if they made it so that all you can build any deck you want for like friendlies, I'd be playing that all day. I'd just like, yo, you want to play? Let's play some friendlies.
Exactly.
Like I don't need my competitive itch to be fulfilled by playing online if I can just build whatever deck I want in friendlies. Because other than IRL Yu-Gi-Oh, there are other games that fulfill that competitive itch online, and I'm not limited to the resources that I don't have.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's just this. Man, Master Duel, we can do better.
We can do better, and
This game has so much potential.
it does, and it still has it. It's just the lack of updates and really sort of just mid content.
Yeah, that's the exact word I would use to describe it. Mid.
Cause here's the other thing on Master Duel. Like even when you're playing solo mode, when you do the loner decks and shit, they just give you these bad decks.
Oh,
Like these decks are bad.
bad.
Like it's like there are some decks that aren't too bad that you can get away with. Like the like one of the Monarch loner decks is just a bunch of monsters that can't be destroyed by battle. In the setting of Monarch, that's fine. But they just give you these fucking awful ass decks. Oh, or like the SP challenge. The SP challenges, those decks are so ass. Bro,
That shit was rough, bro.
that shit is. Those decks are dog shit. And then you have this dude, the AI going for this 25 combo Dark Magician deck, and you just sit there like, I mean, I guess I have a Regeki. What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
Oh, it's literally.
It's ass. It is ass.
Please, just content. That's all. I think that's literally all we just
content that's fun to play. Like we don't care. Just banless.
Yeah.
Something, anything. The events are cool, but like, bro, events can only take you so far.
No, that's fact.
And eventually, what's gonna happen is you're just gonna get to a point where you're just looping events. And yeah, we've learned from the last. Like, of course, they're not gonna let any of that fucking true Draco ruler shit in. You can see because they banned most of it. But you just get a repeat of the same decks like the fusion event. It's just people spamming DPE. It's literally that entire event.
Yeah, no. I will say there were some kind of fun moments. Well, I feel like they know what to do, and I mean they have done it. Like this new ban list for the Limit 1 Festival changes it completely, and it's really good for the game. But man, there could be more done. Like,
yes.
And they've shown us that. But it just hasn't happened. I mean, it is what it is in the long run, but we could get there if we really wanted to.
This one's for you, Konami. Don't kill us, but do better.
Bro, don't ban us.
Don't ban us.
So, yeah, that's kind of just my Master Duel report for now. New FTK deck, Limit 1 Festival might actually be good. We'll see with the decks that come out of it, but yeah, cock.
Speaking of cock, what?
Oh no.
No. This is the last thing that we're going to divulge on for today's episode. Have you seen some of these fucking leaks that are coming out?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh man. Darkwing Blast, the game's changing.
Darkwing Blast is gonna be wild, man.
So let me say that there's a tweet by House of Champions that deadass was like, Draco Rulers didn't want to be Draco Rulers so bad that they turned into other fucking cards. So, and that's why we got these new cards. By the way, these leaks are out and available. You can't get banned for showing these. Thank God. They are free and they are out there. But we have new Draco Slayer support, which is my favorite Pendulum deck. This deck is hilarious. This deck is funny as shit. And it also brings back a lot of other decks that are Pendulum decks that haven't got support in years. So we got cards like Ignis, the Draco Slayer Phoenix, Fire level 4 Warrior Pendulum Effect Monster. It's Pendulum Effect. During the main phase, you can shuffle one face-up Pendulum Monster from your extra deck to your deck to add one Draco Slayer or Ignite Monster from your deck to your hand. Fucking cool as shit. This card is always treated as an Ignite card. You can only use this monster effect of Ignis, the Draco Slayer Phoenix, once per turn. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Draco Slayer or Ignite monster from your deck except Ignis. And if you do, that monster is treated as a tuner. I didn't read that last part. That's stupid. That's... Yeah. Bro, wait, what? That's fucking stupid.
Hauki better be banned by the time this shit
comes
out.
No, Hauki has to be banned. There's no way.
But what's fucking crazy is like we already kind of have an effect with as well with Odd Eyes Pendulum Synchron, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can just turn a fucking pendulum. I believe it's either an Odd Eyes or a Form Pal card into just a fucking level 1 tuner out of nowhere, and you can use that off your pendulum zone. You can search this off of like 20 something pendulum cards, by the way.
Yeah.
Or just 20 cards in general. Man, pendulum looking real nice,
bro. I might have to come back to being a Pendulum Slayer come what this comes out in July, so we should probably be seeing this like December.
Yeah.
Yeah, OCG is coming out in July, so we should be seeing this like around this December-ish, maybe early next year. But no, that first effect to just hey, you can shuffle a face-up card from the extra deck to add a card to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fucking stupid. Oh, next on the list, by the way, Majesty, the Draco Slayer Pegasus, win level 4 spellcaster, pendulum effect, 5000 attack, 5000 defense. You can only use the pendulum effect once per turn. If a Draco Slayer or Magispector card in your other pendulum is in your other pendulum zone, you can add one Draco Slayer pendulum monster with a different original name from your deck to your hand, then destroy one card in your pendulum zone. Silly. That's very silly. Monster effect, quick effect. You can discard this card for the rest of this turn. Your opponent cannot target Draco Slayer monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects.
Yeah.
Also, if this card is pendulum summoned or special summoned by the effect of a Draco Slayer card, you can add one field spell from your deck, then discard one card. Mind you, that says any field spell. That does not say Draco Slayer field spell.
Any field spell. Any field spell.
Dog. Here's my other conspiracy theory. What if they just bring back Magispector Kieran?
Please bring Karen back.
That's another one of those that, like, dog, if they bring that shit back, it is over. It is over.
I am with the bullshit. Pendulum.
It's a cool mechanic. Hold on.
Pendulum is like, it's slowly become my favorite summoning mechanic.
It is. It's fucking cool as shit. Kieran.
Yeah, all these old texts, man, and just reading them and reading what Pendulum can do. Like, there's a Pendulum card that legit lets you fucking search Solemn Judgment.
Yeah. Deadass.
Where is it? Where's the fucking deck?
While you're searching that, I'm just gonna put this up here. Magispector Kieran. During either player's turn, target one pendulum monster in your monster zone and one monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand.
Yep.
Cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, by the way.
Guiding Ariadne.
Holy fucking shit.
Bro, Guiding Ariadne. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and you reveal 3 counter traps from your deck, your opponent chooses one for you and adds it to your hand. Just choose 3 Solemn Judgments. Your Scythe Lock is protected.
Yep. I use this in the before the modern agent deck, before the new support came out. I was 100% using this in the agent deck. What the fuck? This card is stupid.
So easy to destroy it too, because you have cards like Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer.
Yep.
Where you can just pop shit. What else can you just pop shit with? Perform Pal Pendulum Sorcerer. That's a stupid card. That exists. And you can also search out Monkey Board with that, by the way.
What?
Pendulum is the best fucking deck. Man, this shit is stupid. Can we not also forget Amorphage Envy? If this Pendulum summon or flip face up, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck. All this cards face up on the field except Amorphage monsters.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of the texts for one of the Master Duel decks that you have to play. You have to play against an Amorphage Draco Slayer deck, and this shit is stupid.
Combine that with Fat Skullcrabat Joker.
Don't forget Amorphage Goliath. Neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck.
Yeah, no, literally. These cards are fucking ridiculous.
They are. I remember when the Amorphage deck, because the other thing about the these old school Pendulum decks, especially with the new support, they already have combos with other decks. Like there's an Amorphage Draco Slayer deck, and one of the Draco Slayer field spells lets you ritual summon a Morphage. It's one of these crazy ritual monsters that skips your opponent's draw main phase 1.
Yep.
It just does stupid shit like that. And we're just like, yeah. Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's a thing. Moving on, that's not it. We have Dynamite Power Load, the Draco Slayer. Level 4 Water Machine Pendulum Monster. You can target one Draco Slayer or Dynamis card in your other Pendulum Zone. Special summon it. Not as potent, but it's still a good card. Monster effect. If this card is tributed, you can add one face-up Draco Slayer or Dynamis Pendulum Monster from your extra deck to your hand. This one's not as potent, but hey, it's still available to you. And we have the Draconic Pendulum, the new field spell that will be coming up with Darkwing Blast. You can only use the second and third effect of this card once per turn. Increase the attack of all Draco Slayer monsters on the field by 300. If a Dragon Draco Slayer monster you control activates its effect, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Smile. If this card on the field is destroyed, you can add to your hand or special summon from your deck a Draco Slayer or Draco Overlord monster. Double smile. Gamer.
In a time.
We are in a time. Speaking of time, so that's just the Draco Slayer stuff, which is cool. There's also Blackwing stuff. Not Blackwing. Dark World.
Yes.
Which I'm excited for. Have you seen these Dark World leagues?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. They nerfed Despia, but Dark World Despia might be something. Not even going cap.
Might be the movement, man.
Not even going cap. Dark World Labyrinth is also funny too. But let's just jump into this. Please, I just want to get the structured deck in my hands to play, because I'll only play Dark World for the rest of my life if I have to.
Better stock up on your danger, bro.
Oh yeah, danger cards. Stock up on fucking what's it called? Oh, the deck eradication and epidemic virus cards. Those cards are stupid. Those cards are real stupid.
I'm starting to see people side them for like actual events.
You should, because those cards, right? Those are OG cards that are absolutely busted out of their mind. Yeah. Especially trap cards, not so much. But with spell cards just being spell cards, and these new age spell cards are all broken.
Yeah.
Being able to tell somebody, hey man, no more spell cards for the next 3 turns. What are they gonna do? Or if you play the other epidemic virus, not epidemic, deck devastation virus, you literally destroy all hand traps your opponent draws. For 3 turns, and they can't do anything about it. So, hey man, investing for the future. But anyway, we have Rain Blue Supreme Overlord of Dark World. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by returning a level 7 or lower Dark World monster you control, just like Grapha, but this guy is also just as gas. This card is discarded by a card effect and sent to the graveyard. You can add one level 5 or higher Dark World monster from your deck to your hand, except this card. If this was discarded by your opponent, you can special summon one level 4 lower Dark World monster from your deck or graveyard to either field. So, oh, and it's a level 8 too, so you know what else is going to get to play? Din Girasu in this deck, because it's stupid.
Oh yeah.
It's very stupid. Dark World Puppet, quick play card. You can only activate one card with this names per turn. 1, you can target 3 cards in any graveyard. Hold on, let me make sure I got any graveyard. Then discard, banish them, and then discard a fiend. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one of your banished fiend monsters, and add it to your hand. So in combination with Gate with the Dark World, you discard a fiend and banish one to draw a card. You can get your cards back now.
Yeah.
It's hot. Oh, Dark World also gets a fusion card now.
That's kind of what surprised me the most, but I mean, yeah, it needed. This is exactly what it needed, honestly.
Hey, guess what? Dark monsters are still very potent and are flying around everywhere. You can just run 2 super polys if you wanted to. Because all you need is a Grapha, which you'll have at some point on the field. So Grapha, Dark Overlord of Dark World. Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World, plus 1 Dark Monster. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. When your opponent activates a normal spell, trap, or monster effect, you can make that effect your opponent discards 1 card. If this fusion summon card leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon one Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. That's banished. It says this, but that's banished or in your graveyard. Then each player discards a card. And you have Dark World Ascension. Quick play card. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 fiend fusion monster from your extra deck. By the way, a bunch of the Despia fusion monsters are fiends. Just so you know. Just so you all know. By banishing fusion materials listed on it from your field or graveyard. If summoning a Dark World fusion monster, you can also discard monsters from your hand as material.
Yep.
On top of, during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then discard a Dark World monster. So before we say anything else and continue on, Dark World is a control deck. It is 100% a control deck. I don't care what anyone says. While it might not control the cards on the field, it controls your opponent's hand size and literally just abuses all of it. I cannot wait for this hit the TCG because people gonna be asleep until they lose their entire hand. And I have 3 Graphas out on the field, and they're just gonna be like, man, what do? I'm excited.
No, this is a change up from what we've had, and it feels nice.
It does. Just like the Aging deck, this is another deck that's getting mad love. That should. Dark World almost ruined the game for a little bit, or was ruining the game for a little bit. It needs hope now, but I still think Dark World is possibly viable. Like now, but with this, it's over.
Yeah.
It is definitely over. But I don't have anything else. I don't know if you have anything else.
No. Really, for me personally, it's been Master Duel for the day. If anything.
Man, just MAN.
Yeah, these new card leaks too, like, beautiful.
Sheesh, just god damn. And maybe next week we'll get into the new fucking Scareclaw shit, cause that's also terrifying.
Oh man, I love Scare. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Dead ass, bro. These new cards that they're just announcing in some of these packs just got me. That shit got me shook. I won't even lie.
No, that's for real.
But anyway, we're out of here. There's nothing else for us to go over. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of just Yu-Gi-Oh content. Like between last episode